Getting beat by the mean machine makes my whole body feel awful. Live from the west side of Wilson County, this is SmackTalk. Well, I want to welcome everybody to this week's edition of SmackTalk Live. I am your host, the irresistible Johnny Stardust. This week, let me tell you, I have been a little bit under the weather, as you can see. Ever since that Monday night late score of Ronnie Brown that pretty much put the Smackatees 1-4, I have been feeling a little bit sick. I don't know if you want to call it a virus or if you just want to call it losing. Either way, I'm not feeling up to myself, so if the show is a little lackluster, you will have mercy on me because of that one reason. I am in uncharted waters when it comes to being 1-4, so please have mercy. There's a couple things this week I'm going to talk about. I actually have a new segment this week, and we'll talk more about that towards the end. But a couple of things have come to my attention, and one of them is this Postel Power Rankings. Now, I have to agree with Coach Postel in the fact that there ain't much power in any of these rankings. If you look across our league in general, it's not that good. And even Coach Postel, with him being towards the top, it's not that good. Let me say that again. We are all pretty awful. But there are a couple teams that are still really bad. And now first it just wouldn't be a good show without me talking about the Swine Slammers. I did notice Coach Jimmy decided to come out of his cellar and post a little bit up there and talk about how he wasn't getting any respect. Now, respect only comes, Jimmy, when you win a game. And let me tell you, you're not even close. So we'll give you some respect, Coach Jimmy, when you decide that you're going to come to the table and play the game. Until then, you're awful. Now, let me continue on with some of these power rankings. Now, I see we have Coach Drosty of the Risky Cheese doing a little number one. And so let me say, that is absolutely the worst power ranking I have ever seen. The Cheese has not played anybody of any significance, should I say. He's kind of dabbled around in some of those lower teams. And so let me first say that Risky, you should enjoy your time at the top because it's short-lived and you'll soon be down there hanging out with my Smackatees. I am already formulating my draft for next year. No, I haven't given up, but let's be realistic. It's time for the Smackatees to be looking on. And first of all, second I want to say about my Smackatees, everybody is available for trade. Let me put that out to you. If you have a trade, come to me. I will make it happen. Now, the rest of these bottom dwellers that I see here on the power rankings, the reason why it hurts so bad to get beat by the mean machine is the fact that he's on the list of bottom dwellers. And so anytime you can get beat by any of these teams, it's really bad. We are pretty much finally getting to see what rebuilding year is all about, and that is that you're pretty bad. The rest of you are not too shabby. I want to again give kudos when kudos is due to the Coach Bruce of the Midgets. He's got an outstanding team, and he is going to be my pick to go far into the playoffs, and possibly this might be his chance. Let me tell you, this is your chance, Coach Bruce of the Midgets, to win at the this is your chance of this year. Other than that, it could be bad. So you better take advantage of this time when your players are playing well. I know there's been a couple of trades out there. I've been watching those trades a little bit. Although I have gotten some trade offers, people don't seem to want to give my players any due, and so they tend to ignore my counter trades. And so I would like for y'all to start taking a little more notice at my nuggets. Let me say nuggets that I throw out there each and every week. This week we have a new segment on the SmackTalk live show, and every week from this point on I will be bringing in a question. I have really become popular. If you have not noticed, perhaps you have seen me on the very famous YouTube, and now I have comments coming in left and right. I have people sending me emails wanting to know my some advice on what they should do in life, what they should do with their fantasy team, or just what they should do in maybe their employment situations. And so this week I have one. I got to get it down here. I would like to read to you. This is article number 1, and so I'm going to read this, and let's see. Here it is. It says, Mr. Stardust, that would be me. I really do like the Swamp Things logo. However, after watching his team over the last few weeks, I am very concerned that he may use his first pick of next year's draft to draft me. Is there anything that I can do, or do you have any advice for Coach Cummins that might move him to a point later in the draft so someone else might pick me first? Signed, Tim Tebow. Mr. Tebow, let me tell you, you are pretty much not going to get anything done that would it put you into an advantage to stay away from Coach Cummins. The way it's going is that it is going to be between him and, the way I see it, is the Ditch Dogs. You have a really good chance to get taken down by the Ditch Dogs or drafted by the Ditch Dogs. They have got the largest losing streak going with a losing streak of 3 in a row. And so I want to tell you that there is a chance you need to be more worried about the Ditch Dogs at this point. If you don't mind, if you have a question, anybody out there want to send me a question to get some of this fine knowledge out of my head and onto the TV screen, I think that would be great. Send in those and say, hey, let the smack flow.